I wanted to discuss this quickly, kind of how a chiller system works. A chiller system is, let's call it a one large air conditioning unit that is located somewhere in the vessel. This one happens to be 77,000 BTU. And what it's doing is making cold something or hot something. That's why when we go to the display, we decided we run an we're running in 1, which is cooling, or 2, which is heating. What it's doing, it's heating something. What that something is glycol. Glycol has a habit of not freezing until it's below minus 40 Fahrenheit or centigrade. That's the meeting point. It's basically cooling a lazy river that's running through your boat. So as the glycol runs through the boat, you kind of have what I could say would be a coil. You have a blower. It's kind of like taking a paper towel and getting it hot or cold, whatever the glycol temperature is. We're going to keep saying cold at this point. So you're taking cold glycol that's running through the lazy river. It's created cold from the chiller. The glycol runs through a coil. Then what happens in all the other areas is why we call it a blower. It simply has a coil and a fan. And the fan turns on and it blows past the coils and it takes that cold air and exchanges it back into the space. So what you're actually doing when you have a chiller is you have a lazy river of either hot or cold glycol that's running through the boat and a whole bunch of fans that are blowing that stuff that runs through the coil into the space that where you're at. So you do not have a lot of compressors on the boat, but this V77 chiller actually has a 50,000 BTU variable speed compressor, which is what's only active in Eco 1. What we do is we shut off the 27,000 BTU chiller, or Webasto shuts off 27,000 BTU chiller that's on the top portion of it in Eco 1 as well. So you have two separate kind of compressors in that system. One is a variable speed and one is a hard start, but that's how a chiller system works.